Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm coming to you with October reading wrap up. The first book that I read in October was The Maid by Nita Prose. This book is number 1 in a book series named Molly the Maid, and it talks about this woman who I initially thought was a sociopath, but turns out that she is neurodivergent, and I was confused because the author never comes out up there and tells you and clarifies that. So I was a bit confused. So I thought that she was a sociopath who is not able to gel with people around them, but that did not take away from me empathizing with this woman who is constantly being judged and even being misused by people around her because of her inability to sometimes process things and situations the way they are. Her name is Molly, and she is a maid in a upscale 5-star hotel. Everything is going great until she discovers the body of a wealthy man called Charles Black. Because she is different and clearly neurodivergent, she becomes a suspect, but unfortunately nobody in the story actually realizes that this is her condition. Nobody acknowledges it, and hence we also as reader never come to know about her condition or her situation as a neurodivergent person. Anyways, she is trapped in a lot of conspiracies and lies, which at the end she realizes that will put her in prison. Luckily, she also has some friends, to her own surprise, who actually come to her help. The rest is up to you to find out if you want to read this. I really like this book. However, I had some issues towards the end. Now, give me a bad beginning, give me a bad mid part of the book, but the third act better be good. And that's what I was missing from this book, and I deducted 2 stars for that, because for me, ending matters. That's why I rated it 3 out of 5. Next up, I read Halloween Party by Agatha Christie. I picked this book for October obviously because of the title, but unfortunately there were no horror elements and I was disappointed. But as a Hercule Poirot Agatha Christie novel, this was really great and engaging. I really loved this story. I loved the suspense. I loved the premise. I rated it 4 stars. I deducted some points because I was not convinced with some of the characters. I have done a detailed review of this book on my channel. Go and check it out. Next up, I read The Lightning Thief by Rick Riordan. Again, a non-horror book, but it had some fantastical elements and it kept me engaged. It was a fun, adventurous book. Definitely not suited for October, but I really wanted to start off the Percy Jackson series in October itself. So I went ahead and read it, and I did a buddy read with my friend Kiran at Noob Readers, and this was a fun, surprising read. I have done a review of this book separately on this channel. Go and check it out if you are interested in discovering a new fantasy series that you can hook on to. A horror book at last in this list, and that is How to Sell a Haunted House. I love this book. Initially, I had some issues with some of the characters. They were annoying me to the core. Once I understood the rhythm of the book, the rhythm of the characters, I was completely drawn in. I loved all the horror elements. I definitely did have a lot of fun reading this. This was a proper horror book, and I enjoyed it. I gave it a 4 star, which is actually high praise coming from me, who is a miser when it comes to giving out stars. There will be a review video separately made for this book, so watch out for that. Next up, I read a horror novella called We Need to Do Something by Max Booth III. This was a escape room kind of situation. I loved this book. Really, really loved this book till I hit the last 25%, and then it was all downhill. Now, The story is about a family which is trapped in a bathroom because they had sought shelter in there because of a tornado warning. They're trapped in there, and then they realize that because of the storm, a tree. Ili, Ili, Ili. They're trapped in there, and then they realize that they're not able to come out of the bathroom because a tree fell on the roof, and that's blocking the bathroom door. The story has right amount of gore, disgust, filth, apprehension, horror, and creepiness. I thoroughly enjoyed this book. However, I was disappointed with the ending. Guys, I know what to expect from a horror book. I need to allow some amount of suspension of disbelief, which I did. So I do not expect a rational explanation for things that were happening. But the ending was nevertheless really disappointing and abrupt. So for that reason, I gave it a mere 2 stars, even though I enjoyed 75% of the book. And that's because, again, I repeat, I don't care how the book begins or how it's in the middle. Give me a great third act ending. It's all about the ending. Give me a good ending. I'm gonna love your book. Those were the books that I completed reading. Currently, I'm in the middle of reading another horror book, which is House of Hollow by Crystal Sutherland. How great is that cover? Actually, this was a cover buy for me. Because I'm still reading it, I will not give you the synopsis yet and my rating, of course. But wait for it. You will find it in a future wrap-up video. So those were the books that I read in October. And you guys, let me know what you read in the scary, creepy month of October. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? My witch curse? Go ahead and subscribe and like, share, comment. I will see you soon in another video. Until then, keep reading. This is Angie signing off. Bye-bye. No kisses for you.